Good morning once again. Brother Daniel Whiting here with People's Baptist Church, and this morning I want to bring you guys another daily devotional to help encourage you in your day and get your morning started properly with encouragement from God's Word. And I'm going to be continuing our look at things to remember that'll help you in your walk with Christ, that'll hopefully help you to have Christ honor and joy in your daily lives. And today we're going to be looking at something that I don't think gets talked about enough, and that's the way in which we utilize our time. You know, time is one of the greatest gifts that God gives us. He directs us very openly from His Word on the importance of time. In Proverbs 10, verses 4 and 5, Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived, says, He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich. He that gathereth in summer is a wise man, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame. You know, this should be an incredible encouragement to us from God's Word that making productive use of our time is ordained by God in His Word. It can be so easy to fall into a trap of laziness at times. I know I've been guilty of that. God honors hard work and even preparation. I've found that some of the most miserable times of my life actually have been when I was bored and I wasn't active with what God had for me in my life. You know, the past 2 days we've talked about our daily walk with Christ through Bible reading and through prayer. But on that same note, one of the most beneficial uses of time that anyone can do it, and I would encourage you to do this too, is rising early enough in the morning to do those devotions, to have your reading of God's Word, and to have your time in prayer with God. Until you've committed yourself to that, you won't realize or understand how sweet and important that time can be in just starting your day properly and to be walking with Christ from the start of your day. It's just that amazing time alone with God. And you know, in Mark 1:35, this shows Jesus leading by example, even where it says, And in the morning rising up a great while before the day, he went out and departed into a solitary place and there prayed. You know, even Jesus felt the need to be up early enough before all the daily distractions hit that we all have, just to spend time with God the Father. And the psalmist David, you know, he mentioned several times how sweet and refreshing a morning time with God is. And one of these times is in Psalm 5:3, where he says, My voice shalt thou hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee, and will look up. You know, I could just go on for so long with this topic. There's so many passages that just help us to understand this concept. So many examples of wisdom and productivity and even profit coming from making wise use of time. You know, Christ honor and joy and a fruitful, faithful walk with Christ won't be fully realized in our lives if we're not making productive use of our time in our lives to further God's will in our lives. You know, my most joyful seasons in life have been when I'm making time for my walk with God and staying productive throughout my daily life. So my challenge to you is, you know, to examine yourself, your schedule, and, you know, ask if you're really making the most valuable use of your time for God and the avenues that He's ordained for your life in His Word. You know, I get it. We're all busy, but let's ask ourselves, look at our daily schedules and ask, are we busy with the right things? And make sure that we're never so busy that we don't have time to spend with God. I hope this has been a challenge and an encouragement to you. Please like and subscribe the YouTube page for more videos, more devotionals, and more sermons. And we'd love to hear from you if you want to contact us with any questions you might have. Thank you, and I hope you have an amazing, blessed day.